Hello and welcome to Mind class. Let me turn on some lights here. All right, you're just gonna need a mat, clear space. If you want something soft or cushy for your knee, grab it. You might need it. I'm gonna grab one. All right, so today's word is I am joyful. I experience beauty and delight in each moment, okay? Let's be joyful. We're gonna start standing on our mats. So when you're ready, stand center, water, maybe a sweat towel. I think we got a little bit sweaty last time we did this. We're going through flow today, so that's our theme. Think about flowing through everything. We'll slowly build, and then we'll do some stretching at the end, okay? So we wanna go really wide with our feet, and we're gonna slowly lower ourselves down, shoulders over your hips, into a deep squat. You can start deep hand or elbows on the thigh. You put hands on your thighs and start there. And then forearms or elbows into your thighs, and then if you can get down even deeper, trying to keep your chest lifted, chin up, sinking down with your bottom, opening up your hips, deep squat. Remember, if anything is too intense, release and come back into it, work your way down. We are starting off not warm, so if you can't come down this deep yet, that's fine. Just come down as low as you can right now. So maybe it's just here, and that's okay. Shoulders out of your ears. Maybe you're just pulling your thighs back a little bit with your hands, and then slowly try to get into your deep squat. We've got about 10 more seconds, and then we're standing up tall, right foot forward, left foot back, coming into a side warrior. So this is gonna be like a warrior two position, feet perpendicular, front leg bent, back leg straight, and we're just gonna lean, elbow on our thigh, reach up and over. Try to bend your front knee so it's over your ankle. You don't want it over your toe. Try to keep it over your ankle, and we don't want it too far back either. Try to get it straight up. Shin over ankle. Arching and reaching with your top arm. And then let's switch sides. So you're gonna swivel your feet other direction and reach up and over. Elbow on your thigh, knee over your ankle. Reaching long, long, long. So you should have from fingertips down to your heel. A nice long stretching line. And then come out of it, come center, walk your feet on in. If you'd like to, like I said, have that soft thing for your knee, coming down to a kneeling position, half kneel. Come forward, reach up. Guess what again? Knee over ankle. Leaning forward slightly, opening up your hip flexor. Shoulders down and away from your ears. Fingertips reaching long and tall to the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone under. Engage your abs. And then switch sides. Gracefully. Lean forward, knee over ankle. Shoulders down, reaching up. Adjust your feet. Either go wider or longer, depending on how your legs are feeling, right? Okay, find your balance, tuck your tailbone under, engage your abs. As soon as I say tuck your tailbone under just a smidge, or tilt your pelvic forward, your abs are like, and coming to, losing my balance today, a down dog, hands to the floor. Eye gaze beyond your fingertips, spread your fingertips wide, palms into the floor, pads of your fingers into the floor. Tailbones lifted, belly buttons drawn in, shoulders out of your ears, heels reaching towards the floor. Nice and long V shape with your body. All right, coming to plank, lowering down to the pads of your thighs, lifting your torso up, chest up, shoulders down and away from your ears. You can either go straight arm or you could bend and come a little bit lower. It just depends on where you're at right now, okay? What do you feel like? A little bit lower, a little bit taller? Into our up dog here. Come all fours. Take one leg forward, extend your back leg so it's straight. We're gonna open up and thread through, open up, and thread through. You know, just hold. chest open, fingertips reaching to the ceiling. Back heel pulling to the back wall, and let's go ahead and take your hand down, switch sides. So again, let's do a little thread through, a little flow here, just to loosen things up. And then hold your twist open, chest open, fingertips to the ceiling, back foot straight, reaching towards the back wall. The weight of your body on 3 points, your hand and your 2 feet. Coming down to the door, all the way down to your belly. Hands just underneath. Your armpits are maybe a little bit wider. We're gonna cobra to the right. So I want you to lean and lift, looking to the right. Feet anchored on the floor, squeeze your booty. And switch to the other side. Pushing the ground away from you with your left arm. Holding yourself with your right arm. Twisting and turning to the left. You might feel a little tremble. Your muscles doing some work and some blood flowing. All right, come to center. Push to all fours. Walk yourself to stand. Roll up. And let's start in mountain. Toes forward. Anchor your feet. So rock back and forth until you feel like you're rooted. Roll shoulders down and back. Inhale up. And dive forward. Drop your chin and roll. Inhale up. You can either dive down the center and then ragdoll up, or you can flap your wings. It's up to you. What do you prefer? Maybe a little bit of both. Inhale up. And as we roll back up, it's like a ragdoll roll. Right back up to standing in mountain. Otherwise, let's drop our chin, let everything hang. Then drop your chin and roll. It's the last thing that comes up. Shoulders, neck, then head. Inhale one more time. Fold forward. Roll it on up. All right, take your right leg forward, left leg back. I'm just going to go sideways for this one. All right. Take that elbow under your thigh, and we're going to circle down and up, opening our chest. Drop your shoulder towards the floor, and we're circling through our upper shoulder and back. And then let's go ahead and sweep, switch to the other side. Do you see how smooth that was? And we're going to go ahead and circle open. Do you feel a difference between shoulders? I do. The other one felt a little bit tighter for once. One more. Come center, walk your feet in. Right leg forward, left leg back. We've got a little lift here. So arms up overhead, we're going to lower lift. Lower lift. So just a little drop in your back knee. This does not have to be a big lunge. It's more of just like a crescent, a drop, a hip opener here for your hip flexor. Less of a lunge. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Inhale up. Find your stance, your balance, down up. Down up. Tilt your hip forward, tuck your tailbone under, and now I'll give you that extra stretch that we're looking for here. Warming everything up. Are you starting to feel a little warm? Breathing a little bit? And by that I mean you've picked up the pace of your breathing. All right, come center your mat, inhale up. Forward fold. Half lift, coming to your plank. Fingertips spread wide, palms on the floor, push to down dog. When you're ready, come back to plank and keep flowing between plank, down dog. At your own pace. Continue to take nice deep breaths. Push into your down dog. Let's take our right foot forward. We're in that low lunge again. If you want to take your back leg down, you can. Otherwise, pull your heel towards the wall. We're going to twist, open, and thread through. So it's a little bit easier for you to thread through if you can get a little bit deeper by putting your knee down. Place your knee down in the back. I'm going to try it and see which one I like better. I think I like my knee down for this. For the sake of my torso twist. How about you? All right, let's switch and do the other side. Open up, twist, and then start your thread through. If you feel it, drop your back knee, or keep it lifted, it's up to you. And then coming all the way down to our stomachs. Again, hands just a little bit wider than your shoulders or armpits, and we're going to lift up dog to the right, lift up dog to the left. And so now we're getting a little bit bigger, straightening out our arms a little bit more as we go side to side, if you can. And then you're just going to flow and hold each side, or just go side to side. It's up to you if you want to hold it or not. And in the spirit of flow, since we're doing flow theme, we're going to stand up after this and flow through everything we just did on each side. So let's go ahead and come to all fours. Walk yourself up to stand. Roll up and settle in mountain. Okay, so we'll start off with our breathing, forward folds. We'll end up into our side warrior, front lunges, down dog, low lunge, twist, cobra. Okay, a little bit of everything here. So go ahead and roll your shoulders down and back. Root yourself in mountain. Inhale up. Dive down. Half lift. And then roll yourself on up. Right leg forward, left leg back. We're going to do everything on the right side first, and then we'll go to the left. So go ahead and take your elbow onto your thigh, knee over your ankle, arm comes up. Let's circle through. Open. Again. And one more time. And as you circle up, let's go ahead and turn forward. Follow your back foot, bend your back knee, and we come down. Up. Tuck your tailbone under. And then dive down into your down dog hold. Breathe. Pull your heels toward the floor. Take your right leg forward, low lunge, twist it open, hold. Hand comes down to the floor. Come all the way down to your belly. And lift up right side cobra. Release down to the floor. Push to all fours. Step back up to mountain. Inhale up. And dive down. Half lift. And then ragdoll roll all the way out to the top. Left leg forward. Right leg back. In your side warrior, reaching up and over. And let's circle through. One more. Arms stay up, turn yourself forward, drop your back knee slowly, and rise up. Tuck your tailbone under, feel your abdominals start to connect with your body, fold it on forward into your down dog hold. Eye gaze to your fingertips. Lift your tailbone high, pull your heels to the floor. Take your left foot forward into a low lunge, open up, twist, hold. Hand comes down flat to your stomachs. Left side cobra. Everything should be feeling nice and loose, warm, as we head into some standing work. So let's go ahead. I'm going to get this corrected this time. Last week I messed up on aeroplane and diver. I did diver for both. Okay, so headed into standing poses. Tiptoe squats are first. You're going to come back into a chair squat. Okay? Prayer hands, lift your heels. You're on your tiptoes or the balls of your feet, right? And then you have options here with your arms. If you can reach down and back, chest lifted, or you can come up overhead, biceps by your ears, shoulders down, and back away, right? You choose. Keep your tiptoe balance, chest up, chin up. Fight for that balance. Come on up, right leg forward, left leg star. We're gonna hinge forward, make a big star. And as you feel more comfortable, you can lean and hinge a little bit more at your hip. Tuck your tailbone under, engage your stomach muscles. Balance, wobble, bury your big toe into the floor. And if you're falling out of it, come up a little bit higher. Okay, you're gonna have to gauge that one for yourself. Right leg on the floor, left knee comes up, hold. You can either stay here, or you can extend and bend. Shoulders are tall, stacked over your hips, so I don't want you to see you crunched forward like this for up. Staying on your right foot on the ground, we're going to take this back down to the floor, arms come out, and we're going to hinge forward, looking over a ledge, arms out, flat back. Long, tall spine, yes? All right. We're not looking straight down at our toes with a floppy neck. I want you to lift up your chin and look a few feet ahead of you. Keep your arms spread wide, reaching wall to wall, tailbone pushing behind you. From here, both hands come to the ground. Right leg stays down, left leg comes up, 3-point balance. If you can dive deeper into this, taking your chest and your chin towards your knee and your leg up in more of a split stance. This is the time where I allow you to let your chin go below your heart. If you can make it all the way down there, maybe you want to try it. A deep stretch in your hamstring and your calf. Both feet come down. Roll it on up. Back to our tiptoe squat. So, chair squat. Lift your heels. Practice balancing on your tiptoes, the balls of your feet. Find your hand placement. Where do you want your hands? Draw your core, your stomach muscles on in. Lift your chest, lift your chin. And we're going to do everything on the left side. So we're going to come up into our star pose. When you're ready, if you're ready, you're going to fold forward into your hip a little bit more and get deeper into the pose. Bury your big toe in the ground. Tuck your tailbone under. Support yourself through your center. Contracting your muscles. Reaching, reaching, lengthening. Right leg down, left knee up. extend and bend, or just hold. Shoulders down away from your ears, chest lifted, super tall, upright. Extend and bend, extend and bend. Both feet coming down to the floor, just underneath your hips, arms long, lean over the edge, flat back, hinging at your hip. Look ahead of you. Long spine, long tailbone, long reaching arms, legs are straight. Hands come to the floor. We're going to keep the left leg on the ground and three-point balance on the other leg, or if you can dive down a standing split, it's just going to depend on your flexibility on this side. Maybe you want to try it once or twice, see what you can do. Right, both feet come down to the ground, grab down, roll back on up. From here, we are going to reach up to the sky, palms up, chin up, lift your heels. You might have to tiptoe a little bit back into place. Arch up, look at the ceiling. This is angel. Take a nice deep breath, open your lungs. Be joyful as we bow down, looking over the edge. Try to keep on your tiptoes. And we're coming into dive, or if you need to put your heels down and then lift them back up once you're in place, that's fine too, otherwise fight for it. Okay, we're doing an airplane with a heel lift. Diving down, looking over the edge, not down at your toes. Lifting your heels, burying your big toes into the floor, and then let's come all the way down to the ground. Aren't you excited? All the way down now. Do you feel your calves, your ankles, your toes, your feet, all the stabilizing muscles? Let's go ahead into flexibility. Right leg forward, left leg back. We're going to bend 90-90 and fold forward. So now everything's warm, balanced. Let's stretch. So you can come as deep as you can into this fold. You can walk yourself left and right. Find that deep stretch for yourself. We are only in this position for 30 seconds, so I want you to try to get as deep as you can, as quickly as you can. Then you're going to take your front arm, put it behind you, support yourself as we lift up into mermaid. Tuck your tailbone under, lift your hips to the ceiling, arch back. Seconds, hold. If you need to flow or come out of it, come right back. 3, 2, drop yourself on down. Right leg forward, left leg is either going to bend or come out to the side as we hamstring stretch. We're here for 45 seconds, so you have some time to breathe and get a little bit deeper into it in each breath. Inhale, exhale, come down a centimeter, chest towards your knee, nose ahead of you. Bend left leg forward, right leg back, forward fold. Again, 30 seconds, so get deep into it as fast as you can. Take some deep breaths. Front left hand behind you, hips like there's a string pulling them to the ceiling, arch back, tuck your tailbone under. nice neutral place for your neck. You're either looking down at the floor or you're arching up a little bit. It just depends on how your neck is feeling, right? Find that neutral spot that's not straining. Let the hips right now. Lower on down. Take your left leg forward and either bend your right leg. Shake it out to the side or leaning forward and stretching left hamstring. Chest towards your knee, nose ahead of you. Maybe you're grabbing towards your foot, your calf, ankle. Should feel a nice stretch through the back of your entire whole leg. All the way through to your glute, which we worked a lot yesterday. If you didn't do lift class, there's a lot of glute work. Coming to all fours, we're going to drop down into child's pose. So go ahead and take your toes together, knees out wide, sink back child's, bottom towards your heels, and walk your hands out as far as they can stretch. So we're drawing our hands, pulling our hands forward, and then pulling our bottom towards our heels, getting this nice long stretch through our torso. Opening up our hips, breathing. Come to all fours, curl your toes under, down dog. Right here, I want you to lift your tailbone high, shoulders out of your ears. Really trying to draw your heels to the floor. How close to the floor can you pull your heels? Hopefully the closest you've gotten all day after we did all the stretching in our hamstrings. Eye gaze to your fingertips. Walk your feet forward, out wide. Stay in your fold. So your options here are hands to your shins. You can take your arms and kind of drape them elbow to elbow. You can hang or you can even reach the floor if you're that flexible. Otherwise, hands to the floor, long spine, chest out, flat back. Toes are forward. Make sure your toes are forward. Alright, slight bend in your knees, drop your chin and roll. Right up to standing, shoulders come down and back, heel toe on in, inhale. Hands to your heart center. Awesome job today. That is your mind class flow. You can come back to this anytime you'd like. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining. Be joyful, and I will see you back here Friday for Hit 20. Bye, everybody.